Okay, so I'm finally making a video. It's been a long time actually. I don't really get enough time to make videos because I'm in school and stuff like that, and I have homework and I go to work and stuff, so I don't really have a lot of time to talk about stuff. And I know some of you have subscribed, and that just kind of makes me a little nervous because I feel like I have to deliver, and it just makes me a little nervous, but whatever. Okay, so this video is really just about, I'm not even going to use scripture or anything like that. I'm just going to go ahead and talk from first-hand point of view. I'm just going to tell you guys how I came into the truth. I think my perception of what's going on is different than others just because of the way I came into the truth. So that's why I just want to go ahead and explain that real quick. The way my mind works, everything has to line up. Everything has to add up in order for me to understand a concept, or in order for me to accept anything. Okay, so I don't really know how else to explain that, but yeah, everything has to be cohesive. Everything, I have to connect the dots. If the dots don't connect, I can't accept it. So this is what happened in my life. I was working one day and I got off late because we were assisting more students. So when I got off, there was this girl. She was a black girl, and she was walking with this other girl. And then they just came up to me after work, and they were like, "Oh, can we talk to you about the Bible?" I like to listen to people. I like to hear what I don't know. I like talking to people. I like learning stuff. So she's like, "Can I talk to you about the Bible?" And I was like, "Of course. Like, let's walk and talk as long as you can walk with me," because I was gonna go, catch a shuttle so I can go home. So yeah, she's walking with me and stuff, and she's explaining everything, and she was saying, "Oh, the Bible is a book of prophecies." Like, that's it. She just kept saying that. She kept repeating it. And it didn't mean anything to me really at that time. I was just like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. Like a book of prophecies. I've never heard it explained like that before." I don't know I guess I just always thought the Bible was like a book that someone just wrote. Like I only just started reading the Bible, even though I've been told all my life to do it. Yeah, so she's like, "Oh, the Bible's a book of prophecies." And I'm like, "Oh, wow, like, that's cool." Like, I kept thinking about that. So, I don't know, I'm hanging out with my mom. Like, we've been talking about stuff. Ever since, like, a year ago, she's been, like, reading up on stuff and, like, learning stuff. And, like, her perception of the world has been changing. And, like, so we were hanging out once. And then she was like, "Oh, I want to show you this one video. It's called White It Out." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds interesting already," because so I took an Africana Studies class with Black history, just learning about all that stuff, and I'm like, ew, like, oh my gosh, like, this country sucks. And I'm just like, it's really gross, I don't want to be here. But yeah, so that changed my perception of everything. And so we're watching this video, and I'm like, okay, that sounds like something I could have learned in my Black history class. So I'm watching the video with my mom, and then I didn't know what they were talking about, but they started getting into some stuff. Like, they were just, like, really spilling out real information. Everything was lining up, too. And I was just like, oh, my God. Like, when we were watching the video, we cried. Me and my mom. We're little babies. But, yeah, we cried because it's just like, this is just too real. Like, my mind was blown after watching that documentary. It was just like, I can't believe it. I can't believe something like this really happened. But it's there. It's the proof. The proof is right there. That's what I'm saying. When I said that everything has to line up, like, it really, really does. Everything has to be perfect, or else I'm not going to accept it. So in the documentary, they used so many facts and they tied it in. And I was like, dang, that sounds just like what I learned in the Africana Studies class. Oh my gosh, like, this is the same thing. Like, they're not lying. This is on point. But the important thing is that I feel like the Most High led me to that documentary on purpose, because if you type into YouTube, if you type in Hebrew Israelites, the stuff you'll find, I don't even want to, I don't mess with it. I don't even look at it, because I'm just like, what is this? I've seen some of the videos. I'm just like, okay, I just completely shut that off, because I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. But I feel like I purposely was led to this, because why? First, what happened was I took the Africana Studies class. So before then, I was just like, la-di-da-di-da, you know what I mean? Like, everything's cool. I'm cool, you know what I mean? Like, everything, whatever. And so then, I take that class, everything, my whole world changes. Oh my gosh, everything's crazy. I see everything more clearly now, and it's just, whatever. And then after that, summer happens, and then the girl talks to me talking about the Bible as a book of prophecies. And I'm like, okay, so that's crazy. Now, when I come to the documentary ties in both of those things together. It ties in everything I learned in Africana Studies class, and the Bible being a book of prophecy. So when they're reading that and I'm listening to what they're saying and I'm like, oh my gosh, this happened, that happened, like that really did happen the way it happened. Like when they were reading Deuteronomy, I was like, what are you talking about? That's so us. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh my goodness. But gosh. But I don't know. It was like one of the most emotional moments probably. Like I just was crying because I was like, I didn't even know like some of the stuff that they were talked about in it. We didn't even go into that deep of detail in my class. So it was just really crazy. But so that's why I say the channel that White It Out is on, which is Watchman Reports. I feel like the Most High really took me there. Like purposely, he lined up everything perfectly so I was right there because I totally skipped over the other stuff. I never heard the term Hebrew Israelite before watching that video. Never. So that's what I'm saying, like it lined up perfectly. I skipped over all the nonsense that you get when you type in Hebrew Israelites on YouTube. Like I didn't even know about that stuff. So when I started watching like these videos by Watchman Reports, him and his wife, and they started their teaching, and I'm like, everything, even their values line up with how I even think, you know what I mean? So everything was perfect, and I feel like it's just too crazy. So when you have to understand, when I came into the truth and I figured out the Most High, see, he always knew who I was. I just didn't know who he was, and I just feel like that we got introduced, you know what I mean? Like I finally knew who he was, but the problem is that other people, when I came into the truth, I was like, how can I not want to do right by Yah? You know what I mean? Like, how can I not want to follow his ways when he chose us as his special people? You know what I mean? Like, how can I not? And so when I look at other people and I see what they're doing, it's so confusing to me because I'm like, you have this special privilege, like, and you're acting crazy. What are you doing? When I started reading the Bible, everything was starting to add up. Even my perception of the world now. So many of my questions got answered. But it's just when I just feel like I have such a relationship with the Most High now. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm building it. So I am new to the truth. I am new to the Bible even because I just ordered one. I just got my first Bible and now I read it. You know what I mean? I never touched the Bible before then. Because why? Because I thought that it was like a part of Christianity and stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't really deal with that. But yeah, I just... everything really is spot on. It's really spot on, but you just have to read. You really have to read it, because if not, like, don't take other people's word for it. You read it for yourself. I mean, get some understanding. That's what I've been doing. So that's why I'm saying, like, in my last video, so many people, like, commented on it, like, asking me all these questions, and I'm like, I'm explaining it to you based on, like, what I had to learn by myself, because, you know, I only had me. I was brought into the truth by these people, but other than that, no one's following the ways, you know what I mean? No one's following the ways of the Most High, and it's sad, because I'm all by myself. Like I said in my last video, there's these people, they're not even like, they're Hebrew Israelites by like blood, you know what I mean? But like mentally, it's like they totally disregard the word. And so it makes me upset. And it's really is lonely. It's lonely, but it's like, I just have to learn. I have to learn more, and just as I keep going, maybe I'll run into some people who are really devout, you know what I mean? But no, like these people, they find out what they are. And that's really good that you know who you are. But then they don't want to do the part that the Most High needs us to do. And that's where we fail. I want other people to be on this path with me, but it's like, y'all, I want to be around people who are real, who are going to keep it real, and who know that following the Most High is the only thing that we need to be doing right now. Like, seriously, there were people coming at me, like, in the comments section, like, with a whole bunch of nonsense. And then I had to just, like, stop responding. I had to stop doing it because, well, I don't even know what you guys are talking about at this point. It has nothing to do with the Most High. Don't try and drag me down and have an argument with me, because, like, I don't like it. Like, all you're going to do is piss me off. That's all you're going to do. I don't need you trying to comment and be talking about nonsense. I'm not into that. I don't deal with it. I don't deal with the BS. I'm not with it. So I don't want to be by myself in the truth, and that's where it's at right now. And so I came into it I was with my mom, and it was just so eye-opening. It was just eye-opening. I think everyone should watch that documentary because, I mean, there's other people who basically explain the same stuff, but this really lines up. And this is why I know the Most High brought me to it, because it's too perfect. He knows how my mind works, and he connected all the dots together. He brought everything together in one cohesive element, and it's the truth. And I love you. I've always been an honest person. So, like, he knows that I don't like the fact that, like, I was even living in that such a deception. It made me angry, because it's like, I don't like being deceived. I really don't. I don't like on any level. Like, I hate dishonesty. I've been like that my entire life. I've been saying that before I even knew about being Hebrew Israelite. I've only been in this for like 2 months. Okay, so I learn fast. I'm a really fast learner. That's the thing. So I've been reading, writing, I mean, like praying, talking to the Most High, building a connection. He's talked back to me. I've had really, really good moments. So I know but I am still new. That's the thing, is that I'm still learning as I go. I'm not perfect, you know? I'm new. 2 months. I have it to change a lot. To come out. But the thing is that I didn't have to do too much, because a lot of the values that were in the Bible already matched with what I believe already. And I still have so much to learn. Like, I have to, the way I dress, like the eating, that was really easy, because I'm already a healthy eater, other than sometimes I snack. But yeah, just a lot of stuff was easy already. Pork, that one I sucked at first. I did not want to give up pepperoni. But then I ate a slice of pizza with freaking pepperoni after knowing I wasn't supposed to eat pork. Stomach hurt. I said, okay, that's it. Never doing it. So, you know, like, he teaches me, you know, and now that I'm following him, and now that I know, I just know the way to live. And it's like, everybody should be living like this. I still have more to do, and I just wish there was other people, at least in San Diego, because it's like, if you're on the internet, it's nice to learn, but I don't have a connection with them. Like, I don't have a personal connection. It's just, there's nothing there other than my computer screen right in front of me. So if you know about being Hebrew Israelite, start reading and start following Yah, please. Because we have to be together. We can't be all separated, and you guys are doing this nonsense over here, and y'all are sending amok over here, and y'all are saying, like, oh, it's fine for us to do, like, have 5,000 wives over here. Like, you guys, like, polygamy, like, all the craziness, like, focus on following Yah first, and then go on. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm doing. Everybody who's in the truth, let's be together. Like, let's really get together. And in my last video, you might have gotten misled. Like, maybe you think I'm mean or something. I'm not mean. I'm just real. And, like, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Like, I told you in the video, like, what's going on. And even in the comments, like, when I talk to you, I just don't need you trying to talk to me if you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Y'all just want to continue to live, I don't know, just live crazy. I don't know why. But all I know is that I was brought into the truth the perfect way. I was brought to the best people to possibly be teaching it. And I surpassed all the nonsense. And I know a lot of other people didn't have that luxury. A lot of other people came to these channels, some of these channels where, like, the people are, like, slandering the black women. How are you going to slander the black women that make up our community? Like, you guys, you see how it doesn't add up? Like, okay, so I surpassed that, and a lot of other people didn't. But, like, if you see this video, go to Watchmen Reports. I put the link in the last video. I'm going to put the link in this video because it's so important. I think that they're really teaching us what to do. Okay, so just watch them. They're just keeping it real. They're just talking about real stuff. And if you look around you and you pay attention to the world around you, you know they're not lying. And that's all I have right now, because I don't have a community around me. If I had people I could talk with and learn with, and, like, okay, you guys, let's study together. Let's compare notes. What do you think the Most High meant by this? But I don't have that. Nobody wants to actually read. Everybody just wants to watch videos and then repeat what they saw in the video. I'm not about that. Every single question I got in the last video, I looked it up. I researched it. I didn't know what they were talking about at first. I had to really learn on my own. But that is what the truth is, okay? And that's how I came into it, and that's what I'm living in right now. So on that note, I mean, thank you for watching, you guys. I don't feel like I really have anyone on my side. Everybody in my last video, like, attacked me, but that's just how it's gonna be. I mean, like, people don't like hearing the truth, and like I said, I'm gonna only keep it real. I'm gonna only be true. So you guys, like, really go the right way. Do what you need to do.